Welcome to AUSTRALISTV. Today's VOD is about a modification that I've done to the next gen 11.5 fishing pedal kayak from Kayaks to Fish. What we did is we managed to figure out how to put outriggers on the front, and unbeknown to me, this has opened up a whole new world of possibilities. For example, if you like doing long treks up rivers, because of the extra storage in the front, your 3-day trips can now become 5 or 7-day trips. And on top of that, from what I've been told, no one has done this before. So everything that you see in the VOD today is available from Kayaks to Fish. Okay, their website is www.kayakstofish.com. Their staff are friendly, knowledgeable and passionate about what they do, much like us on this channel here. That's why we're so happy to be supported by Kayaks to Fish. So please don't forget to subscribe, turn your notifications on. I hope you enjoy the VOD, and any comments will be answered after this goes live. Bye for now. When installing your Kayaks to Fish outriggers, in the kit there is this undrilled marine grade aluminium tube, okay? As you can see with the key system that it has in there, you have to drill these holes yourself when you measure it. Right, you've got to be careful how you put this on the kayak, because if you do it one way, you'll have the outriggers at the front, and then if you do it another way, you'll have the outriggers at the back. So depending on what sort of conditions you're going in and how much room you want to have for your fishing and other activities, little things like that can make all the difference, okay? And then I'm going to show you how we're going to put these one on the front, because what I've done is, on the front we have 2 rivets in the hull of the kayak, and we have these 2 tracks. Okay, now these 2 tracks slightly veer off and they're not in line with the other rivets. So what we do is we have to slightly modify these so that I can put a couple of extra mounts in here, one on each side, just for a bit of added extra stability, because you never know what's going to happen with conditions, especially in WA, and you just need that little bit of insurance, okay? So as you can see, this keys in through here. What that'll do is that will now hold the outriggers in place. Now, me personally, because there's no support over it like the back outriggers, what I thought is I would use this track here and have another mount in here just for a little bit of added stability. So what we'll do, we will drill just the top so that we can put the mount in here. Now remember, these are slightly, just very slightly off, so the further you go away, the further to one side you've got to go on the tubing. So I'm thinking about here should be okay. So what we'll do is, that looks about right. So that's just drilled the top hole, and then what we'll do is we'll come back here, okay? Highly scientific measuring system, we'll go about there. That looks about right as well. So that's just hit the top of the tube, it hasn't gone through to the kayak or anything like that. And what that allows us to do is that now allows us to drill right through, use a slightly larger diameter drill bit. And what I'll do is I'll show you this little system that I've made where we've got the clips that go into the track. I'll come up through here and we'll have 2 points that we anchor the outriggers on both sides, and just a little bit of peace of mind. Okay, let's take that out. Right, so as you can see, I just snuck in there on the edge of it. That should still be enough to hold it in place, because what happens is with that, that's going to go backwards and forwards, not left or right, okay? So, get that in here. Good work. Slightly off, but that's okay. Great. One more in here. Now what we do is just get a slightly larger drill bit and we're away. Alright, so I've done a slightly larger hole. So what I did is I managed to cut the head off an M6 grade stainless steel bolt. Now 1/4 inch is a little bit too small. The M6 actually matches the threads on the bolts there. Now that's a little nylock nut. Believe it or not, this is a little tool that I had on my little Husqvarna brush cutter, an old chainsaw, that fits the head of the nylock nut perfectly. So let's go through and do it. So what we do here is we use this track to our advantage. We just put that through like that, and as you can see, they're now sticking up through the track. Right, I'm just going to put that through here like so, bring that down through here like so, and that's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so now all we need to do is line up the holes on the outriggers, put them through the first track, get them tightened down with a nut and bolt, and away we go. Well, that's the theory anyway. So that way we're locked into the rivets that are in the hull. It's fairly tight. That's locked into the other rivet there, like so. Get a couple of these nylock nuts here. Well, that's reasonably tight in there as well. Voila! I would go so far as to say, I mean, I can pick up the kayak using that outrigger bar, not that I want to do that too much, but now that these front outriggers are in, just a bit worried that they might be a bit out of alignment, but I'll have a little bit of flex. No, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. So as you can see, what we'll do is, I'm just gonna paddle around here for a second and see how stable this yak is. Okay, let's just go and have a quick look. Just paddle around in here really, and let's see what eventuates. Now, the flat position is like that. So if you're in shallow water, just spread the two foot pedals apart, and what'll happen is the two fins underneath the kayak will flatten up against the hull. So that's really stable. Look, that's not going anywhere. These are really good. So what we'll do is, the moment of truth, I guess. I don't have a stand-up bar for this. Ta-da! So, I mean, I can sit here, you know, look. Fantastic. Whoops. Sit back down again, being my normal gazelle-like self. All the water drains out of the deck. Wow. There you go, people, you saw it here first. Front outriggers installed on the next gen 11.5. They don't weigh that much more either. Look. We did it. Absolutely gobsmacked. It worked. Every day is a good day, mate, when you're breathing and you're alive.